Florida Rider here, folks. Coming to you from the Florida Trail in Ocala National Forest. Skunk Ape and I are headed northbound along the trail here up into the second annual Summer's Last Gasp hang. We're going to be coming up on Dora Pond here in about a half a mile. And we're about a half an hour into our 20-mile hike today, so we're probably about a mile and a half, mile and a quarter in. Got a ways to go. It is a gorgeous 77 degrees out with a bit of cloud cover, so the sun isn't too strong. The spiders have not been terrible, which is always a nice change for me down here in Ocala. I am running currently with a 21-pound pack weight before water, because water fluctuates a lot through this hike. There's a section where I'm going to have to carry almost 4 liters of water just to be sure that I have enough to make it to the next water source. There are a bunch of folks coming into Hidden Pond today and tomorrow for the Summer's Last Gasp hang. Grinder, Mighty Mouse, Duffy, Little Ricky, whole bunch of folks. I'd have to go back and actually look at the thread to have everything memorized. My apologies if I forgot you. And it's been too long since I've been out in the woods, so this is going to be a good one. Florida Rider to you from a couple of miles south of State Road 40. Skunk Ape and I are still hiking along the FT here. It's gotten up towards 90 today. I think the actual recorded high in the shade was 88. I have to throw out anything higher than that because sunlight on my particular thermometer, since it has a clear casing, causes a greenhouse effect. It's been a good hike so far. I tested out a couple of new things. Found a couple of deficiencies. I've got a little tear in my food bag, which I'm going to try and sew up when we get to camp, and a smallish tear on my poncho, right where the channel is for the draw cord. But I'm making a new one of those next week anyway, so what the heck. It's been a nice contrast with a couple of my other trips through here. I've had some rough times through this section of trail now and again. It being below 90 degrees and me having enough water and the spiders being at a dull roar, always nice. We've got ourselves another, probably 3 hours or so to camp, maybe a little bit longer. That should put us in camp somewhere around 6:30, 7 o'clock. And that should be right around dusk, which will be perfect. Hoping to see everybody there. So we've been having a little bit of trouble with blowdowns through here. And I think that this one kind of takes cake. Came down across the boardwalk here. We're going to go around. Florida Rider here, folks. Coming to you from Juniper Prairie. We are less than 5 miles from Hidden Pond. Matter of fact, my guess is we're about 3 or 3.5 right now. We've got ourselves about 2 hours of daylight left, so we are definitely going to beat dark, which is nice compared to the last time I hiked in. I wanted to show you a bit of Juniper Prairie, but I'm walking through the wrong portion of the prairie to do it. This is actually one of the few places in Florida where you can see more than, 30 feet in every direction. It is a gorgeous 78 degrees right now. The wind is blowing. It's finally dried out from earlier in the week, so the humidity is just about nil for Florida. 50%, 60%. Expected lows for the evening are going to be in the high 60s. I brought my 50-degree gear, just in case. And it has been a gorgeous, wonderful, long hike. I don't do enough of these. I think I should do more. What we think is a cottonmouth here. I'm going to try and move this boy a little bit further off trail without getting bit. After all, it is his home. And I'll have a photo for you here in a minute.
They got a big association down in New Orleans. Come and let's go there. Say come and let's go there.
Oh, come and let's go there.
Oh, come and let's go there. They got a big association down in New Orleans. Come and let's go there.
Folks, coming to you from Juniper Prairie. We are all pretty much headed on up to Silver Glen Springs for a nice day of swimming, cooling off. Rained a bit this morning. Got down to 68 last night. It's pretty warm. I mean, I woke up with a little bit of a chill occasionally. I didn't use anything underneath me. Had a bit of shoulder squeeze because I hung my hammock too tight. Need to work on that. Other than that, nothing to report. Wonderful day so far. Conversation with some great folks. Had a good breakfast. I don't think the cold coffee thing is going to work out for me unless I do it in a bottle because there's too much floating stuff that doesn't dissolve when I do cold. Other than that, this is Florida Rider, signing off.